Hello there, everyone. Now, the clue's in the title of this video, and this is a hard one for me to talk about. I'll be honest. I very rarely script things anyway, but this is definitely off the cuff. Literally, I've just walked into my room and I've just decided, right, I am recording this. Yeah, I've played this game since November 2018, as many of you may know. I have I've had a lot of good times playing the game, but the last 3 to 4 months, I would say, have been a bit of a drag. I would I would say that when I started my fourth account with the game, or took on a fourth account, I should say, um, my enjoyment did dwindle a little bit. I feel bad saying that because the previous owner, he's a great guy. I don't want to imply that this is anything to do with taking that on off him. You know, he asked, I accepted. It was my decision to do that. But at the time, I had my doubts whether I could handle playing 4 accounts. The simple answer has been no. Last week, I put a video out, or around last week, I put a video out saying that I was only going to stream that one account now, Darth Unkai. And I did my GA yesterday on Twitch. And for those of you who caught it, you may have got a vibe off me that my enjoyment for the game has just gone downhill. And the thing is, there are things that I am not enjoying that could be fixed. I mean, I was talking a lot last night on Discord. I could say that if gear was eased, I would enjoy the game a lot more. I could say if Relic 9s were more accessible, I would enjoy the game more. If Conquest wasn't such a thick drag, I could enjoy the game more. But the bottom line for me right now is, when I sit and think about it, and it is not an easy thing for me to admit, this game has ruled my life for the last 3 years, 4 years, however long we're talking. And I think I am now at the point where I say, I've had enough. And it is hard. I won't lie. I feel I'm recording this on the 21st of July, knowing that I will not be going for profundity, despite the fact that my rebels on my main account are fantastic. They would love profundity. The requirements would be great, but I just don't have the enthusiasm to chase it, even being so close as I am. I am very close on my big account and reasonably close on my baby account to getting Lord Vader. I don't have the enthusiasm to go after it much more. I've even been going for red crate and conquest on the big account. There are, what, 3-4 days left of that. As much as part of me is thinking I will continue that just to make sure that if someone wants to take that account on again, they won't miss out on Malgus, or they won't suffer with Malgus. There's another bit of me that thinks I do need to call it quits. And then I'm also leaving my free-to-play Alt Crimson, which I've loved from the moment I created it. I'm leaving that with a 5-star executor that isn't even level 85 because I was an idiot and forgot to save fleet currency. For record, don't do that for those of you who remain playing. And I was going to chase Sith Eternal Emperor there, and I'm stopping there because, again, I've just run out of enjoyment for the game. And I'm not entirely sure if I will get it back. And that is the downside of this. I would like to think I could, but talking last night to just people who I talked to in this game, I used the phrase, when I was talking about former streamers, former content creators for Galaxy of Heroes, and I referred to the idea of finishing this game as getting out of prison, in that I have never said to anyone leaving this game, I wish they didn't stop playing. I feel like it's always a big call for them, but I always respect it because I understand the time drain on it. And I feel like this is me saying, I'm getting out of prison. I am going to have my own life back. And it's comes with a cost. I've got, I don't know for certain, my little thing down here isn't saying, but last I saw, I think it was 525 subscribers on YouTube, 600 odd followers on Twitch. I know that I'm going to suffer on both those platforms because a lot of you follow me, subscribe to me because of Galaxy of Heroes. And for those of you who have, thank you very much. I can't say any more. If you decide, right, this is the end of your time with JJ's Productions, I can't force you to watch my other stuff or whatever I move on to do. But I would say thank you for being there, because it's this kind of thing that's it's kind of pushed me through some of the bad days, some of the bad moments, not just streaming, but also playing the game. So yeah, thank you all for being there for that. But I do feel now is the time I have to look after myself. I have to look after my mum. My mum is my main priority. Everyone who watches me, you will know that. I wouldn't say that the last couple of weeks or months I have not been putting her first, but I feel like the game has come too far close to it. So I simply need a reprioritization. And how I view it, I think this is just a first good step. So I need to do what's right for me. I need to do what's right for my mum. And hopefully it makes me better in the long run. But it does mean I don't leave without regret. There's so many people who I want to say thank you to. I want to say goodbye to, because the first thing I've got to do is shout out the Hermit family. There's so many people in that group of guilds that I will, well, I won't say I will miss, because I'll still be in the server, I'll still be talking, but when you're not playing the game, I would imagine it feels like you're disconnected. So as much as I will aim for that not to be the case, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you. Lan, Fat Kid, BG, not forgetting Ash, Jacko. I mean, you two are the OGs for me. You two, we came from Endor's Shadows together, and yes, Fat Kid and Lan, you came as well, but Ash and Jacko, you were in the trenches with me in Endor's. You know, it's these kind of reasons that I am very remorseful to quit, because it's people like you that have kept me going, and I will miss our times like that, because they were good times. You know, even though even though you could argue causing a mutiny that causes half of your guild to leave a guild and go to your new guild, I know you might say that that is a bad thing. For me, it's always going to be a positive memory, because I met a lot of, well, I continued to interact with a lot of good people. So yeah, it is a sad day for me. Yeah, again, this is not scripted. I've not got much more I can think of. A quick thank you to Scarif Beach Resort, to Alpha Squadron for taking me in last year. I mean, what I would say is you gave me that edge of competitiveness that I think I needed for a spell. But I knew as soon as I took on multiple accounts, I wouldn't be able to keep that up, and it's spiraled since then. So I will thank you. I think you did a lot of good for me as well. Just give me a different taste of the game, because Hermits, as I say, they are my OG guild. I will have them in my heart for the entire time this game exists and beyond. But you gave me a different flavour of the game. You gave me a different way of looking at it. So thank you. And then all I can add is just thank you to all the people in my shards. Just people who I've interacted with daily. There have been so many people who've quit the game recently who I would talk to, maybe not daily, but every couple of days. And there was a person who quit the game last week called Boba Fett from Wales. And he got about 8 million GP to my Crimson account's 5.8. And I didn't think he was going to quit. And he quit out of the blue. And that one hit me like a ton of bricks. Not that if he hadn't done it, my opinions right now would have changed. But he was a person who I thought, he won't quit. He's he's got his time and his money invested in this. He's in it for the long haul. He's competitive. So to see someone like that say, you know what, I'm out. I've had enough. It dawned on me that it isn't beyond the realms of possibility that it could be me. And yeah, last night I streamed. For the record, I'm not going to be uploading that stream. If I remember, I might upload the final GA from last week. But yeah, I've it's just dawned on me the last week or so. I've just not been enjoying Swagger, and this is the thing, right? If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I mean, again, I was talking last night. Lord of the Darts, I've got to shout you out, man. I agree with what you said to me. There are things in this game that I will miss. I will miss the chase. I will miss the idea of speculation. I'll miss the camaraderie because whatever I do next, I've got no guarantee of that. But I feel even though I will miss those things, I've got to trade them in. I've got to do what's right for me. And it's painful because I'm making a big deal of this. I know I am. I mean, this is what 11 minutes I've been talking, and for all I know, I could have a week off from this, and suddenly I'm like, you know what, I'm bored. I'll just pick up my account again. But right now, that is my mindset. I've already put my baby account up for sale. I don't know if anyone will bite on it, but if you're interested in this 3.6 million GP account, hit me up. Even Tamin, I've been considering offers. I haven't put it up for sale, but I would consider offers if anyone was interested. But Crimson's always going to be here, always close to my heart, and yeah, that's going to stay on my iPad. But yeah, it feels painful doing a video for this as well because I don't like the idea that I'm saying goodbye without actually saying goodbye, because there's going to be a bunch of people who may have heard of me but not seen me on YouTube. It would have been good to do a stream to say this, but I didn't want people talking me out of it. So yeah, I felt I had to make the call today. I didn't want to be pulled back in. I mean, again, I'm recording this at 21:34. I haven't even done my GAs on the 3 accounts that I haven't done. Crimson, Tamin, JJ, they have always had their GAs done. So for me to be sitting here thinking, you know what, I'm not even going to log in. It dawned on me, I thought, if I'm not even thinking I'm going to log in, I've had it. So that is it. I am, at least for now, I am done. CG, if by some miracle this comes across you, what I would say is, sorry, I'll laugh because I doubt CG would ever listen to this, but I might as well just direct something to them. Datacrons have killed my enthusiasm a bit. I tried denying it last night on stream, but I was lying to myself there, I'll be honest. Seeing Sif-Eternal Emperor just get smacked down by Ray, that wasn't fun. I know you could argue I should have looked at the Datacron more, I should have not gambled it. I just look and I think that for me wasn't enjoyable. I think I've got to save multiple heavy hitting teams now for offense in GA, just for the fact that I've got to make sure that I can counter anything. And I don't particularly enjoy that. I think I respect a revolving meta, but I also think to myself, there's ways of doing it. I look and I think Galactic Legends, don't touch them. Anything below it, feel free to mix it up. Have it that, say, Finn lead resistance can suddenly beat Darth Revan. Fine, whatever. Make it so that there's more consistent counters to bigger teams. Make it that, I don't know, Ewoks could beat Gas. By all means, I'm all up for that kind of stuff. But when you suddenly say to me, I've got to farm stuff I don't want to be giving away to Datacrons in terms of shard shop currency, even bronzing pack materials. No, you've gone too far with that. And when you think as well, Conquest, the big account, Dalthon Kai, I look at it and I think I've got near to the gold box on that one. and I've got one level 6 plus Datacron, and just below a level 6, I think, and then a few level 3s maybe. I can't remember. For the record, that also shows my lack of interest in them. But you know, I think that is also with farming the Datacron node as much as possible to try and get the Old Republic feats, to try and get the Sith Empire feats, and I've just been farming them Datacron nodes to get that. And I've not got a lot of Datacrons. You've eased them a little bit compared to the first set you did, but they're still not free to play accessible, and they need to be. If you're going to have something that is temporary in a game, they need to be free to play. So, yeah, I think you swinged it, like, you swung and you missed. And it's killed my enthusiasm for GA, for TW. Well, TW was already dead to me anyway. And another thing I'll admit, territory battles and conquest just... I mean, I'm going on to a different thing. This is CG now, but the pair of them killed me enthusiasm as well. I mean, last week I did Lightside Geo on 4 accounts. That was horrendous. I did 2 cam missions. I've got to thank the 50 Shards of Cam server as well for that, because they're great. CD, all you guys, I love you. You do a load of good stuff for the community, so keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, if I'd have had to do 4 accounts worth of cam, I would have gone mental. And as much as that server is great, they shouldn't have to have that workload. They are people who are giving their spare time to help other players. The cam mission should have been muted by now. Something should have killed it. So the fact that you haven't really done that, I thought Bad Batch would do it, but it seems like even Bad Batch isn't a safe option. I think you've swung. I think you've just been greedy on that, holding cam back, holding Lightside Geo back. By now we should have had a new territory battle, which maybe will come with Jabba. You hinted at it, but you didn't say it, so I've got no way of knowing. I'm rambling. 17 minutes. I've got Doctor Who in my head. I've got David Tennant's last words, and I think I might just leave there with, I don't want to go. I'm sad to be quitting the game. I have enjoyed most of my time playing it. I've enjoyed all the people I've played with, for the most part. Those of you who don't, you probably know who you are. And yeah, I'm going to miss it. Like I say, for all I know, I've nearly spoke for 20 minutes. For all I know, I could open up one of my accounts again in a couple of weeks' time and I'll be like, you know what, I missed it. But I need to, at the very least, take a break. I need to see if I miss it if I go away. I need to have time for myself where I'm not thinking to myself, oh, it's 1 p.m, I haven't logged in. Oh, it's 2 p.m, I really need to log in. Oh, it's 3 p.m, damn, I missed my energy. I need time where I'm not thinking like that, where I can go out of the house for a couple of hours and think, oh, it doesn't matter if I've missed my energy. So yeah, that's where I am. But yeah, that's about it, folks. All I can say is, I'll miss you all. I'm still going to be creating content on the channel. It's not like that's dying off, or at least I don't intend for it to die off. It does feel like a suicidal video, this, in that regard, though. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll see you in my future content, whatever that might be. Alright, folks. I love you and leave you. See ya. Bye for now.